Welcome to Tech Topics brought to you by Cybervenger. We help keep small businesses stay protected and compliant with cutting-edge cybersecurity and IT solutions.
Hello and welcome back. My name is Andy. I'm the managing consultant for Cybervenger. We're doing another deep dive into one of the controls, one of the 110 controls of the NIST 800-171. If you are trying to get your company to comply with the DoD's requirements so that you can do business with the supply chain and for the Department of Defense, this is one of our videos that helps you to do that. We're talking about the control 3.1.13 today, and that plainly says that you need to have encryption of a certain standard for all remote access solutions. That could be VPN. It could be something like go to my PC, go to Assist, remote PC, TeamViewer, any of that. And now the particular standard that you want to keep in your mind is AES-256. 128 actually works. That's passes the standard, but you're going to want to use the highest encryption standard available. I'll talk about that in a second. So if we look down here, here's our standard. We'll use the exact verbiage: employ cryptographic mechanisms to protect the confidentiality and remote access sessions. Further, it says you want to use the cryptographic standards that are FIPS validated. So FIPS is a actual federal body that was created by the government. It is the Federal Information Processing Standards body. And there is a FIPS 140-2 that came out all the way back in 1996. So it's kind of an old standard. AES encryption has been around a long time. It passes those standards. It's a set of standards like how hard is it to break. I think it talks about whether it's synchronous or not synchronous, symmetric, or asymmetric. AES, I always keep thinking it's asymmetric. It's not. It's symmetrical keyed, which means that the key you use to encrypt the data is the same key that you use to decrypt the data. Now, that approach is slightly less secure because you expect both sides to have the same key, so it's hard to transmit it. Usually, if you do something like HTTPS, for example, that would be asymmetric, so that you give out your public key to anybody. The public key can only be used to encrypt. You can't decrypt with it. It's only one way. And then you always keep your private key, so never have to give it out. That's why it's a little more secure. But symmetric is faster. It's got better performance. Speaking of performance, we'll talk back about 128 versus 256 now. 128 uses less bits to do the encryption, so it's less secure, but it's faster. AES 256 is more secure, more encryption going, a little hard to break. And that's not such a big deal right now, but it's someday going to be. Let's set aside quantum computing, which is a whole nother problem. Even just regular computers get faster and faster. And computing standards, compliance standards rather, also get more advanced over time. If you want to build something to stay compliant, you might as well build it for what's coming rather than what it is today. Future-proof yourself. Go with AES 256 whenever possible. Now, I've played with it in practice on things like VPNs and other remote access tools, and the 128 to 256, at least with my experience, hasn't really been a noticeable performance difference. So I would advocate that you use 256 right from the get-go and kind of put the issue to bed, if you will. So that is the standard there. We're also talking about, other solutions like remote PC. And remote PC, we often recommend to our customers because I looked at the standards. They do AES-256. If you go to the website, it says right on towards the bottom. Most vendors do. Like I said, it's an old standard. It's from 1996. I mean, I've got a Firebird from 96, but my daily driver ain't that old. I don't know how many of us actually daily drive a 1996 or older vehicle, let alone a computer that old, right? But if it works, don't break it. So it's common out there. If you go to the remote access vendor that you are working with, they'll probably make a statement about what their remote encryption is. Just make sure it's AES 256 or at least 128 for now. You can use that. It is compliant. But 256 is certainly better. And that's it for this deep dive. This is a pretty quick one. I'm Andy with Cybervenger, and I'll see you in the next deep dive.
Thanks for watching. We hope this video has provided valuable information to you. Be sure to share this video with other small business owners to spread the word about the importance of cybersecurity. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. If you want more information about cybersecurity, visit us at www.cyberventure.com.